Good evening, guys. Welcome back to my playthrough of The Sinking City, where we have just found that Throgmorton's son has been murdered by an Innsmouther, and now we're on this new quest called the Lost Expedition, or Lost at Sea. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered, which we've just gone through. I was hard to find any other expedition members dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Oldgrove. Okay. What's my flashlight? Oh, okay. Was that medikit? Okay, I'm healed. Cool. But I'm not entirely sure where to go. It's all a bit of a mystery. What about these two? Can they tell me anything?
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us. Join in, newcomer.
What?
Praise the sea with us.
Very strange. Can't talk to that guy. Weird, so they seem to be under some sort of curse or spell. I'm still learning the mechanics of this game, guys. So just bear with me. Got a squid there. Can't get in there. The shovel. Hirsch. Nothing in there. Went to the bar. Do I need to go into the city? There's the bar where we found the other guy. Oh, this is open now. Okay. Off we go deeper in. Cutscene. Love how atmospheric this is. A dream. American flag. So weird that it gives you the option to skip the cutscene on your first go round. Ooh, that log almost hit him. Whoa. Wow, that was cool. Okay, we're in some sort of hotel room. There's his rucksack. Oh, loading. Using crafting materials to create ammo and consumables is in the inventory interface. The last thing you want to hear in battle is a click of an empty gun. Don't forget to reload your weapon. Okay. Good advice. Pin evidence on the map to mark its presumed location. Costume unlocked. Daywear. Let's see what that does. Inventory. What's this letter? A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger, and I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and am beyond saving. But the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. New case, Mystic Tomes. Ooh, alcohol, shell casing, kill springs, cordite, gunpowder, metal scrap, rags. Nice. Antipsychotics. My diary, part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive, and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers, gained after that ordeal, prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Rotate.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Okay, so this links to the opening cutscene. Hello? Rotate.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Wardrobe. Windcoat. I like that one. Hello. Raids on the Innsmouthers. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. This city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Nothing else here. Okay, so this is like some kind of save point. Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you have overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please, take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time, Johannes. Now, the guy said he was in the room opposite mine. Waiting book. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of Salvation Harbour. Moist. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book of his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell ropes, but the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in central Salvation Harbour on the Old Church Road, between Sevenoaks Street and Windheim Street. Still have a bad fame, and no one wants to live there even after the flood. Nice. The Hidden Book. It took a lot of effort to track down this book. After being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum, it was brought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tome may be. The private hospital in Weston Reed Heights where the surgeon worked has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Road, between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. Right. Bewitched Tome. The local legends may be the mere superstition, A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Ooh. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in Eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? The Tome of the Mayor. The fishermen talk of a place near Blackwood Manor on the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of Eastern Grimhaven Bay, because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes the people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown it in the ocean. Ah! That explains the guys by the docks. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore and have either gone mad or disappeared. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow Kings gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. Local women were talking about a ruined house in central Coverside near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghosts of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in this house ruins have gone mad. Talking with locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place of the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing he meant that abandoned bank building in Northern Advent on Forfather Street between Helog Street and Windhalf Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of reading. I had a dream so real it still makes my hand shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. And then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the centre of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel in the park on Western Oldgrove, near Century Avenue and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? Whew. Mystic Tomes.
The door won't budge.
Damn. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave, your landlord. Keep it down.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
I bet you do. Right. That was a whole lot of reading for a side quest. Wow. Where can we go from here? Nothing there yet. Ooh. What's this? So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing, but now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvages to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only this city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Gunpowder. Anything here? Oh, more. What the hell? Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of this hotel now. Try and get out the window. Flickering light.
Finally,
Ooh.
you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
I didn't do anything.
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Letters from Oakmont, new case. Terrible. Oh, wow. Okay, that's still... To Walter. Kay help you if you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I've dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned. Vic. There's another letter here. Notes about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to the times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on the doors around town. That means that the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid signs mark hidden caches of useful items. Ah. The V-shaped sign is for the barricaded dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate that for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. K. 3 Ks. Okay. Oh, wow. That's an interesting gramophone. Can I leave? Is there anything else this guy can tell
I'm
me?
watching you, newcomer.
No, there isn't. Oh, a chest. Chesticles. 2 shell casings. Nothing in here. So disorientating that I can't actually turn around. I can just backstep. Okay. New fast travel point, Devil's Reef. Okay. So, casebook. The key to the headquarters. Northern Coverside at the crossroad of Ash Road and place on the map. What did it say it was? Go to casebook. Northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher and Hubert. Asher and Hubert, okay. Asher and Hubert, Asher and Hubert, Asher and Hubert. Place on map. Asher and Hubert. Um, Ambrose. Hubert Avenue. Sunset Avenue. Oh man, Ambrose. What's that? Asher and Hubert. There we go. Okay, directly ahead of me. Right. Find out how to get there. Wow, this is quite cool. Barnacles, ugh. Very disorientating. Oh wow. But these sea maritime things are pretty cool. Whoa, do these things attack me? Are they people or are they just civilians? The shadow of the bunting on the ground. Old car park. This is crazy. Cool though. It's like, I don't know.
Look for your sins. Damn newcomer.
That's awesome. Can't get in here.
What's your problem?
What's your problem? Hubert Avenue, there we go. Is that an old school bus? Oakmont Transportation. Oakmont. What's happening here? What the hell? Okay. Lawlessness. I've been staying away from you, sir. This is like, a Lovecraftian, mafia. The old cars. Feels like there should be enemies jumping out at me. Nothing in there. Hubert Avenue, okay. So it should just be up here. Right, that looks like it there. There we go. Oakwood Police Department. Found. Nice. Progress. Oh, not quite yet. Hello.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Problem, officer?
You and I have a problem, officer.
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice.
Ooh.
And I'll be under it when it breaks. Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Don't waste my time. Need to get to the archives then. That's just a shred of paper. Archives. Where are the archives, sir? Help me! The Lost Expedition. Choose evidence. Alright, okay. Alright. Crimes. Violent crimes. Subjects. Witnesses. Evidence. Oakmont. The seabed. So, contact with the expedition. I was hard to find any other expedition members. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report. So, crimes. Witnesses. Criminal pattern. Do I need to find out more? Casebook. Cover side. Damn. Okay, I'm not really sure what to do there.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Alright guys, sorry, that one wasn't very exciting, was it? Just a bunch of reading and then getting to a location to try and... Do I need more evidence? I'm not sure. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.